Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back in Dragon Age Inquisition, and a little bit has changed. I've gone back and redone it, and I didn't accidentally push the wrong option with Liliana. That's the only real difference. Plus, I ran around and talked to a few more people, just got their extra stuff out of the way. Stuff I should have probably talked to them earlier on. And I've actually noticed that while I was running around, while talking to the people, bits and pieces of the castle have actually started to be fixed. Like you can see the scaffolding up there, you'll find there's lots of scaffolding in the Great Hall. There's lots of stuff, which surprised me.
Good book?
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, are you blushing?
What would I have to blush about?
You tell me.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varek's tales. Swords and Shields, the latest chapter.
The latest chapter? Meaning you've read them all?
Not since this all began. We've been busy.
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you to winter.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel dumber for having tried.
It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varek.
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No!
Why not me?
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varek is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him to... Pretend you don't know this about me.
Oh, Cassandra, I think that is quite impossible. Also, you may have noticed I have changed his mouth. I just gave up on the other one. Also been eating a sandwich as well. That came out a little high-pitched. Why it would come out high-pitched because I was eating a sandwich, I don't know. But yes. I've changed his mouth. I've changed it to like option 1, I think it is. I just gave up on the other one. It doesn't seem to... Well, it has too many clippage issues, the other mouth. This one looks kind of realistic, normal, and doesn't seem to have quite so many clipping issues. I'll get it right eventually. I can't speak, me.
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I know, Varek. You never would have kept quiet otherwise.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry. Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
Brutally murdered is not really the same as unleashed upon the world, Marek.
In this case, it might be. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
4 times I've tried to correct his mouth. One time I finally, on the 6th time I finally gave up and changed it entirely. And in all of those, I've still forgotten to change his fucking eyebrows. It's supposed to be a noble, but he's got the eyebrows which look like he's, yeah, wrong. Just look at him.
Battling the demons of paperwork? That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
You have no idea the number of times I've almost been killed by bills of lading. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please tell me you aren't going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
I have a feeling I'm going to lose a lot of money. And I have a feeling I may have already done that conversation before.
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
What's so surprising about that?
Well, you have met Cassandra, haven't you? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
Well, Cassandra seems to be hooked on it.
And I honestly thought a hole in the sky was the weirdest thing that could happen. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
Inquisitor? My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Oh. Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
Just what kind of meeting do you have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you, Inquisitor. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success, and the young man's happiness. That's all we can hope for, is it not?
Okay then. I'm going to talk to Dorian in a minute. Right now, I want to explore my quarters. And I'm tossing and turning around like a bit of a crazy person trying to get comfortable.
They've certainly spared no expense.
Well, I'm suddenly getting flashbacks of The Witcher. Or should I say, when I play The Witcher, I'm getting flashbacks of this. Because they look quite similar. Ooh, a wardrobe. Casual wear. Outerwear and armour. Gotta have this one. Yeah, it's apparently my room. Quite a big place. Jumping on the bed, jumping on the bed. It is nice to know you can change your costumes. You can basically find a design you like, wear it around normally, and you can also find in the Undercroft, you can, when you get your armour, you can paint it to look how you want it to look, which is nice.